Welcome to the Copperfield Electric Podcast. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, transforming probably the most used spot in your backyard, the patio. If you're listening, you're likely looking for lighting ideas that go beyond just function, right? You want something that turns that space into a real extension of your home, stylish, efficient, really inviting. We've pulled together a great stack of sources, including insights from Copperfield Electric. They're the family-owned 24-hour electrician serving Orange County, Southern California, and honestly, their expertise is key to making these cool designs actually safe.
Exactly. And our mission today really is simple. We want to give you specific design tips, break down the critical safety factors, and clarify the electrical groundwork you need to get that truly magical escape feel. We're aiming to move past just general ideas and get straight into how you can actually apply this stuff based on what we found.
Yeah, it's all about setting the right tone. Lighting really defines a space, doesn't it? Makes it instantly welcoming or maybe more energetic. But speaking of definition, what's like a high-value nugget people should know right off the bat? Something about choosing fixtures that really impacts the feel.
Well, what's fascinating, and you see this immediately, is how the ambience changes just based on the color temperature you choose. Most people get that lighting provides safety, lighting up paths, steps, preventing trips and falls. That's obvious, but the shift from, say, a standard kind of harsh bulb to something using warmer LED light, we're talking like 2700K or 3000K on the Kelvin scale, that instantly takes the area from feeling sterile to really welcoming, that specific warmth brings the style and safety together. It's not one or the other.
That distinction, style and safety, yeah, that's absolutely key. We often see great landscape lighting out front, for curb appeal. What we found interesting is how many of those ideas, things like symmetrical wall sconces by the garage or maybe spotlighting a cool tree, they adapt really easily to the patio. It gives a nice sense of cohesion, right, between the front and the back.
Right. That crossover concept, it helps keep a consistent design language across your whole property. It just feels more intentional. Okay, so let's maybe explore the three essential design pillars we kept seeing in the sources specifically for the patio itself.
Let's do it. Starting with, I think, the easiest win, getting that magical glow with string lights. They're pretty affordable, usually simple to hang, and they just instantly signal that warm, festive vibe everyone seems to want outside.
Absolutely. These are the real atmosphere builders. We definitely recommend draping them strategically, maybe above your outdoor dining table for some soft ambient light. Or you could weave them through a pergola structure.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Looks great.
Yeah. It does. Or wrap them tightly around vertical things, like posts or even tree trunks. And for efficiency, always look for the energy-efficient LED versions. Or solar-powered ones are great, too. Keeps the power usage way down.
Okay, so once we've got that ambient mood going with the strings, the next really crucial step is safety, which leads us to the second must-have set, those low-profile step and pass lights.
Yes, and if we connect this back to the bigger picture, these lights are really functional design elements. They're low profile on purpose to light up walkways and stairs without being glaring. Super important for safety at night. And this brings up a technical point. Low voltage fixtures. These usually run at 12 volts.
Okay.
Which means they don't typically need the deep trenching and complex wiring that high voltage systems do. It makes the installation relatively simpler while still giving you that beautiful, subtle, kind of high-end glow.
That's a great clarification. So placement-wise, we're talking path lights maybe along garden beds or walkways.
Let's say.
And step lights right on any steps or maybe retaining walls.
Perfect. Any elevation change, basically.
Yeah, got it. But what about the main event, the outdoor dining area? We need something with a bit more punch there, right? A real statement.
That's our third pillar, the statement fixture. You really should treat the outdoor dining area with the same design consideration as your indoor one. Think about incorporating a weather-resistant pendant light or maybe even a small chandelier right above the table. It adds immediate drama, plus it gives you the practical brightness you need for eating dinner outside.
Right, makes sense. And when picking those fixtures out, we saw a really critical requirement come up again and again. They have to be rated for damp or wet conditions. For someone listening, maybe browsing online or at the store, what does that rating actually mean?
Oh, it's absolutely crucial. It's all about weather resistance, and it's usually shown by an IP rating that stands for ingress protection. A damp-rated fixture can handle moisture, but only in a protected spot, like under a solid roof or a deep patio overhang. No direct rain. A wet-rated fixture, though, is fully sealed. It can take direct exposure to heavy rain, snow, whatever.
Ah, okay. Big
Right.
difference.
Huge difference. If you install the wrong type, you're risking corrosion, short circuits. Honestly, it's a massive safety hazard. So always check that rating. And another tip here, try to use dimmable bulbs. That gives you full control over the mood, from bright for eating to low for relaxing afterwards.
Good call on the dimmer.
Definitely. Now, beyond those foundational types, the sources also detailed a few more advanced tricks, like the strategic use of wall sconces, placing them on exterior walls, maybe flanking doorways, or positioning them above a seating area. It really frames the space nicely and boosts both comfort and visibility.
Yeah, and cohesion seems important there too. Choosing matching fixtures gives it that clean, intentional look, whether you prefer something modern or more rustic. And here's a neat practical tip we saw, integrating motion sensors or maybe dusk to dawn features into those sconces. That way you never have to think about flipping switches. Exactly. Super convenient. And then we get into accent lighting. This is sort of the artistic layer. This technique is all about drawing the eye, highlighting the things you want people to notice.
Yeah.
Maybe a beautiful potted plant, a little water feature, or a cool piece of outdoor furniture.
Right, adding dimension.
Yeah.
The techniques seem pretty cool, too. You can use uplighting for dramatic effect on trees or architectural bits, or maybe install downlighting higher ups, like under eaves, to cast a gentle wash over seating areas.
Yeah.
And for real depth, I like the idea of blending warm tones near where people sit with slightly cooler tones, maybe on background plants or sculptures.
Yeah.
Makes the whole yard just pop.
It really does add that professional touch. And this leads us naturally into efficiency. The huge shift towards LED lighting, it's pretty much the standard now for reliability for basically every home and business owner in the U.S. LEDs are just so durable, they last incredibly long, and the energy savings compared to old incandescent or fluorescent bulbs, it's significant. For sure. Plus, when you combine those efficient LEDs with smart lighting systems, now you can schedule everything, control it remotely, group lights together. That's a huge step for managing power use effectively. And hey, for those maybe working with a tighter budget, we should mention, stylish lighting doesn't always mean a massive electrical project. We saw tips like using battery-powered puck lights tucked inside lanterns, maybe some DIY hanging mason jar lights.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Or even just repurposing indoor-style lamps, but, and this is key, making absolutely sure you swap in high-quality, outdoor-rated LED bulbs.
Good point. Bulb rating matters there, too.
Okay, this all sounds great, lots of ideas floating around, but let's hit that practical bridge for a second. We've talked about everything from simple DIY string lights to permanent sconces. When does the fun weekend project definitely cross the line into, okay, I need a licensed professional for this?
That's the critical threshold. Absolutely. Well, yeah, solar lanterns, plug-in string lights, those are generally fine for DIY. But anything that's hardwired, we're talking those statement pendants, the elegant step lights you recess into the stairs, the wall sconces, that requires a licensed electrician. It's just non-negotiable, really. For safety, number one, and also for making sure everything's up to local electrical code.
Right, and this is where our deep dive into the electrical safety side really meets the design reality. Upgrading your patio lighting isn't just about looks, it's fundamentally about your home's power capacity and, well, safety. A reliable provider like Copperfield Electric, they ensure the whole system is sound. They'll inspect your existing electrical panel, check the current load capacity.
Make sure it can handle the new lights.
Exactly, and safely run new circuits if you're adding significant hardwired stuff, especially for those outdoor dining areas or maybe high-efficiency smart systems that draw more power.
Precisely. And whether you're maybe working on a new ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, sometimes called a granny flat or a backyard home.
Right, those are getting popular.
Very. Or if you're just upgrading your current patio setup, Copperfield Electric handles that necessary heavy lifting. That includes electrical installation for new construction, panel upgrades or replacements, just general troubleshooting too. And knowing their team is background checked, that's license number 1094740, and insured, plus they offer 24/7 emergency service and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. It just gives you peace of mind, especially when you're wiring complex outdoor spaces here in Orange County.
Definitely takes the worry out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so to kind of wrap things up for today, lighting is really that essential foundation. It builds beauty, function, and even efficiency into your patio. The most successful designs use that thoughtful, layered approach, combining ambient light like strings, safety lighting like path and step lights, and those elegant statement pieces.
We've covered a lot about transforming your patio today, but maybe here's a final thought for you to explore as you plan. If you are integrating those high-efficiency LEDs and maybe sophisticated smart lighting systems, the ones you can schedule and control remotely, Think about this. What unexpected role does getting the proper professional electrical installation play in actually future-proofing your home's overall smart grid capacity? It's not just about the patio lights today. It's about setting up your home's entire smart infrastructure for tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a really interesting final question to chew on. Future proofing. Well, don't let safety concerns or code compliance hold back your vision for that perfect patio. Copperfield Electric proudly serves Orange County and the surrounding areas that includes places like Irvine, Anaheim, Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, and Mission Viejo. To bring your lighting plan to life safely and correctly, give the experts a call at 626-622-9694. That number again is 626-622-9694.